So I was sitting here in my room and I was about to record a podcast on SoundCloud. Now, it has been a really long time since I've recorded any sort of a podcast before. Let me turn the baby monitor off. So
Working on empty. Is that the kind
anyways, I was going to record a podcast. The kids are in their cribs. They're supposed to be getting ready to take a nap, but they seem like they're talking and playing, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. But for some reason I kept getting stopped. I feel like every time I get ready to post a blog or every time I get ready to do a podcast or anything that requires me to sort of get raw and put myself maybe in a vulnerable place, like I freeze and I don't do it, or I get sidetracked or distracted. Like distractions come from every angle, and I'm starting to feel like I'm attracting this pattern into my life because of some underlying fear. And so I've already expressed before that because I'm a writer, I like to write, because I, was a speaker at some point, teaching classes and things like that. I would always have the tendency to generalize the things that are going on by placing a generalization or placing everybody into a category. And, one of the things that came up for me today was that people are afraid of judgment. People are afraid of judgment. People fear judgment or fear being judged. Now, obviously, not everybody fears that. I'm not saying everybody. There are some people that really don't give a damn. And I give you like all the high fives in the world, because I truly, you guys, I truly wish that I was the type of person that just genuinely didn't give a damn. But like, I'm not her. I do give a damn. And probably a lot of people give a damn. But what I decided to do in that moment was take the generalization off of everything. Take people off of it and just give it to myself. And just put it to myself. Just 100% relate it to me. And so I changed that sentence or that thought that I was having from people fear judgment, people are afraid of judgment, to I am afraid of judgment. I fear being judged. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't some like obsessive compulsive fear, but there are certain things that I get very nervous or skeptical to put myself out there about, in, I guess, fear of something. And ultimately that fear boils down to being judged, and I'm assuming being judged in some kind of a way. I don't know what way, because we've all been judged. We are all judged, and we've judged other people. I've been judged my whole life based on a number of things, and quite possibly that could be the very reason why I'm so afraid of judgment. I know what it feels like to be judged. I know what it feels like to be called something that you're not. I know what it feels like to be made out to be something that maybe you're not, or maybe that you don't intend to be, or maybe you come off to someone a certain way. You're not always going to be everybody's cup of tea. I ain't always going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it was a very powerful moment and a very powerful sentence when I took it from saying people to saying I. And so instead of recording my podcast, I turned on the camera and I said, I'm going to put this on video. And then I got really nervous, you guys. It's like literally that sort of sense of anxiety came over me, kind of like, no, like, you really just said you're about to like say some vulnerable shit and put it out there for everybody to see. And but I did that for a reason. I did that because I am a firm believer in stories. I am a firm believer in stories. I love to tell the stories, you guys, because I feel like everybody has stories that are made to help somebody else or to uplift somebody else or to encourage somebody else or motivate somebody else or to be an inspiration to somebody else. You know, I don't know, but our stories, they matter so much. And so I turned on the camera and here I am in all of my vulnerable glory, sharing with you guys that, you know, I fear shit. We all fear shit, but I'm gonna work on trying to get over that fear, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable for trying to get over that fear by actually stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something. I think that there's a lot of people out there that may want to hear what I have to say, or may be moved or helped or encouraged or motivated or something by my lame stories of life. But you know what? I like to think that sometimes it's the lame stories that have the most profound messages. If you fear being judged and you are authentic and honest with yourself enough to admit that, and this could be judgment literally from anybody, you guys. I fear being judged by my parents. The crazy thing is sometimes by people I don't even know, which when I logically think about that, it really doesn't make any sense. I don't give a hot hootin' ass, like a hot hootin' ass. If anybody knows what that is, please put it in the comments below, because I'm not really sure where that came from. But I don't. I shouldn't. You know, certain things like that to me, they don't logically make sense. But it happens. It happens to me. So I'm sure it happens to other people. So anyways, I feel like I am just rambling now. And, you know, I'm losing track of why I kind of hopped on here in the first place. But I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start posting little stories to that SoundCloud. And maybe if you guys are interested in hearing the stories here, let me know. I think I'm going to go back to podcasting, and I think I'm going to share the stories and the little tidbits of wisdom and things that I've learned just in my own life and in my own journey, because somebody out there might need to hear it. And maybe if nobody out there needs to hear it, talking like this really just provides a great outlet. And yeah, so now that this is over and done, I'm sitting here contemplating whether or not I'm even going to post this. So obviously you're seeing this, that means I did post it. But that's it. That is all. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I was supposed to film a sit down video for you guys today, and I filmed my workout video for Fem School Online first, and let me just say it was really hot, and I got really like exceptionally like beyond retarded sweaty. I really didn't feel like fixing my makeup to make the other video. So probably next time I should film in the opposite order. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to jump on off of this one. You guys, thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.